Hello, my name is Janice. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator with Stampin' Up! And today I'd like to make this really easy thank you card. And what you will need, I'll go through what you'll need, is your card base is, and I'm using the thick Whisper White because I want it to be sturdy. And this is 8.5 by 5.5. And I have scored it at 4 1/4. Then you will need a piece of Night of Navy, which measures 4 by 5 1/4. Then you will need a piece of Whisper White, and this measures 3 3/4 by 5. And then you'll need some scrap Night of Navy and some scrap white, Whisper White. And you'll need a little piece of the silver sequin trim, and this measures about 8 inches of that. You'll need your Night of Navy ink, and the 2 punches I used were the 2-inch and the 1 3/4 inch, and that is about it. The stamp set I will be using is from the Occasions catalog, and it is the Petal Palette, and all I'm using in it is the thank you. It's a beautiful set, but I'm just using the thank you out of it. And that's about it. So let's get started. I'll put that stuff on the floor out my way. I'll put my card up here. What I need to do first is I need to use the embossing folder. Oh, that was another thing you'll use. The embossing folder I used was the Layered Leaves. It's the textured dynamic one, the really thick one, and that's what I used for the background. I don't know if you can see it shiny or not, but I did use my my spray, which is Wink of Stella and alcohol and water, and you just dump the whole thing in there, including the ball bearing. And I sprayed that on here first on both sides, that way it's kind of equal, and I'll run it through the embossing folder. But I'm going to spray it into my trash can. So I've sprayed it, and then I just set it in here, because these work better if it's sprayed with a little spritz of water or something first. And I'll try and bring my embossing, my Big Shot in. Let's see. Yeah, maybe we can do that. And for this, you just need to, you don't need the first layer. You just need this layer. It gives you all the instructions on there, because this is a really thick embossing folder. And we're just going to run it through. Let me see if I can do this. I haven't got much room in the back here. There we go. And before you end, just run it back again, backwards. And then we are good to go. Take the folder out. And let me set this aside. And here we go. So there is our Layered Leaves. And I don't know if you can see it. It's such a detailed, it gives such depth. It's a really, really pretty folder. So, okay, so that is that. Now let us punch out our circles. I love Stampin' Up! Punches because you can stand them flat. They lay flat until you open them. And this is the 2-inch, so I want that in the blue. Night of Navy cardstock. Punch that out, and then we'll use the 1 3/4 inch one for the white. There we go. That's good. Now to stamp our sentiment, like I said, I'm using the thank you and Night of Navy ink. So let's put that there and see if we can try and stamp it in the center. That should be good. Flip it off. There we go. So let's set this aside right now. Clean off my stamp. There we go. I'll put that away in a minute. And the ink. Oh, you will also need some gems. I did stick a few of the rhinestone jewels on there, the basic rhinestone jewels. Okay, so now it's time to assemble. So we will just take and some dimensionals. Right. Where's my tape? Fast fuse. I am going to put this on with fast fuse. I should put it on the white so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. And then, my thing's a bit rough. There we go. While I have this, I'm going to attach this to put it onto the Night of Navy. Center as best you can. If you prefer to use liquid glue, it gives you a little bit of wiggle room and you can get it straighter, but that's good. Now I'm going to put this on dimensionals. I'm going to pop these on here first before I put that silver trim on. Because I can attach the silver trim to it to stick. Take the backing on. Oh, I wonder if I could get a little bit in the middle. There. Just so as I can put this on. Make sure it's got a right and a wrong side. Like this is your right side and the other side is like, it shows you the back of the sequin. So we want to actually lay it the wrong way with the thread through it. It's got a threading through it. And we will put it there. Good. Oh, I stuck it to my paper. Oh my goodness. Right. Stick that down there. And now there. There we go. Now we can stick it. No, it's not sticking. Diddly squat. There. Down. There. And we're just going to attach this to the center. Put it up there. I might trim those off. Let's see. So they're even. There we go. It just puts it up on that little piece of dimensions there. Pops it up just a little. Now we'll just take some gems and give it a little bling. I'll just put 3 on here. 1, 2, and 3 right there. All right, now we're going to just attach this also. Like I said, you could use liquid glue or your adhesive of choice. I just tend to like my fast fuse. Or tear and tape. I love tear and tape. For cardstock on cardstock to make it really stick. Right, so now we'll center this on here. Oops. Now, there we go. Well, you know what? It's not quite centered. I might cut that just a tad too big. And I kind of guess at my 5.5 mark on this cutter. I should have cut it on my Stampin' Trimmer. Stampin' Up one. Oh well. Alright. Let's just cut a little bit off. There we go. That's much better. We can always fix our errors. But, okay. So that is our project for today. It's a very easy, simple thank you card. And there's the sample. I thank you for watching. If you need a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would appreciate you choosing me. And my website will be listed below. It's a stampingnana.com, like it says on there too. And I will have all the measurements and supplies that you will need on my blog. And give it a visit. You might find some other projects that you might like and want to make. So I appreciate you watching, and you have a wonderful evening. Thank you. Bye-bye.